back to my channel. I have not posted in a minute. Today's video is going to be about my fitness journey. Putting pictures right here as I tell the story. I just wanted to like make a video talking about like how I went from this to this. Obviously there's like a really huge difference in like my muscle definition, and I've been like wanting to make this video for a while now, but I just finally decided to film it. I just wanted to like, you know, tell you guys how I did it and some challenges that I faced. I should have probably like had like notes to help me, but like I'm just gonna talk about like whatever comes to my mind. I think this is like the first picture that I have. I like really wish I took like a lot of pictures when I started my fitness journey, but I was like really not feeling my body. I was not like, I liked my body, but it was just like not like, I don't know how to explain it. Like it wasn't like I hated my body or anything like that. It was just like I just wanted to be like really toned. Like I really hate that word toned, because like when most people say toned, they're talking about like toned, like it just means losing fat and building muscle, but it's not like one process of like being toned. It's like a two-step process. You can also get there by body recomp or body recomposition, but that's like for a whole different video. But so basically, when I first started working out, I was just doing a lot of cardio. I did not know really what I was doing. I was just trying out like different things, like going on YouTube, watching or like getting videos from YouTube, and just doing whatever videos that I find. You know, just like cardio was like mostly what it was, or like circuit stuff, or I don't even know, like, but it was like very like, it was not weightlifting or like it wasn't like lifting focused at all. My major turning point was like when I realized that cardio is actually, I don't want to say that cardio is bad, but I would not like recommend anybody, if you're like trying to lose fat, I would not recommend you to like do cardio. You can do cardio if you have like a lot of fat to lose, but I want to emphasize on like cardio is just a tool that you can use to help you achieve fat loss, but that's just a tool. Your main goal has to be weightlifting and weightlifting, basically. That's it. And protein, obviously, and progressive overload. I started watching like a lot of transformation videos of a lot of people, and I was like, how are they doing this or whatever? But like you can't really go online and find an answer for like whatever your question is, because there's just like so much misinformation out there. Like you really don't know who to trust, what to listen to, like which advice to take. But basically, I'm just gonna give you guys 3 things right now that like you absolutely need is weightlifting. And when I say weightlifting, I mean like literally like using like very challenging weight. Protein, that's like number 1 like mistake that I made, is just like I was like, oh, I'm eating healthy so it's fine, but like protein has to be like your main goal. Like you have to like, and tracking, like you have to track your food basically. Like I know people say tracking your food that's like an eating disorder or whatever, but it's really not. But I mean, whatever. And then also, what was the third one that I was gonna say? Protein, lifting, and then obviously consistency is key. Like you can't achieve anything without being consistent. So those are like the 3 most important ones that I have for you guys. After like a few months of just like doing cardio and like just whatever workouts that I find online, I kind of saw some result, but like it's like I've been working out for like literally months, but I'm not like really seeing like the result that I want to see. So that's when I started doing a lot of research. Like I started listening to like podcasts, and especially like TikTok. Like there are like some TikTok influencers that like really helped me, because like when people say like influencers like usually have like a bad name, or like they're like, oh, don't listen to fitness influencers, they're like they just get like a BBL or whatever, and then like, I mean, I know there are some that do that, but there are actually some like genuinely like real influencers that are actually sharing like real information, and those are like really good. So like I completely cut cardio off because I was like, I don't even know why I'm doing cardio honestly at this point. So I completely cut off cardio, and then I started like writing my workouts and what I was doing, what was working for me, what was not working, and everything. And then like I just like basically made my own like workout program. I do upper lower, no wait, yeah, so like I do like if I do upper body today, tomorrow's like lower body. But then like, so I work, so, and also, yeah, this is the most important one, is that I thought I had to like work out every day, but like I saw the best results when I cut down my days from 7 days a week to 5 days a week. That was like the best thing I could do, because your body needs to rest, and like you need to recover after you work out, obviously. So like when I was working out 7 days a week, I really was not doing anything else. Like 100% my whole life was just like, my whole life just revolved around weightlifting and like just working out, and that was it. But like when I cut it down to 5 days a week, I saw more results. You know, my stress level went down. I was just like happier, and like I had time to actually do other things on weekend. The other thing that like really helped me was like, I used to do the same workouts. Like if I did like 3 sets of 10, like I just like, that's all I did, like 3 sets of 10 like every week, just like the same workouts. You have to be progressively overloading your muscles so you know that you're lifting more weight. That's how you know you got better, is if, let's say you did 3 sets of 10 reps this week. Next week you have to either like do the same sets and reps with a higher weight, or you can keep the weight the same, and then you can increase your reps. So you can do 3 sets of 12 reps next week, and then you can like just manipulate like different factors and just like keep progressively overloading, and just try to keep like doing more and more every week. And you should also understand that obviously you can't like progressively overload forever, because that would mean like you just, that's impossible. There's obviously like people have their like, okay, this is like the heaviest they can lift, like they build and build and build, and that's it. But that's gonna take like years. So if you're probably just like starting out, you don't have to worry about that. You just keep trying to like progressively overload. The most important one that people neglect a lot is sleep. Like, I mean, yes, you can get away with like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, or even 6. I feel like 6, 7 is even low, but like people do that and they just like get through their next workout just by taking caffeine or whatever. But your body actually needs rest. Like just literally try it out for a week. Just sleep like 8 to 9 hours a night and see how your body responds, because like sleep is just like so important for your body. Sleep is key. The other thing is eating whole foods, like not like whole foods like the supermarket whole foods, but like eating foods that are 1 ingredient foods. For example, chicken. What's the ingredient in chicken? It's chicken. But like if we see foods that are not whole foods, like they might have like a lot of different ingredients. There are foods that have different ingredients, right? Processed foods, if you flip it and see the ingredients, they have like 10,000 ingredients on there that you can't even pronounce. So like those are like probably not a good idea to eat those, because like the more processed it is, like it is literally stripping the nutrients off of the food, which is like really bad. So like you keep eating and eating processed food, and like you never get full, because your body is like hungry for the nutrients, not the calories. So you might be getting enough calories, but there's no nutrient in those processed foods, so you're gonna like still keep being hungry. And that is why like the more you eat like processed foods, the more hungry you're gonna be. Whereas if you eat whole foods, like it's basically impossible to like overeat whole foods. Like you can, but like it's gonna be really hard. Whereas if you're eating processed foods, like it's so easy to just like overeat processed foods. I mean, I'm like getting like really excited because like I love talking about this, because like this is like right in front of your eyes. Like you have to understand that like eating processed foods, that is like that's how they're designed. Processed foods are literally designed to like make you hungrier, and like so you can like buy more of those processed foods. This whole country, like the more you eat processed food, the more like you're getting unhealthier, I guess. Like that's why everybody's sick, and then like you go to the hospital, and then the hospitals are like making money off of like sick people, so they want you to keep eating processed foods. So that's why you have to like just completely forget about processed foods. Just shop in like the aisle that has like, you know how like you walk into the grocery store and you turn right or whatever, like all the produce, like, you know, like the vegetables, and then you go to the back where like the chicken and everything is, and like the eggs, and then the cheese, like, you know, and then there's like the breads like from the bakery. Like that's basically like what you should be eating. Like everything in the middle, like the frozen section, pizza, like frozen pizza and all that stuff is really bad for you. Making that like one simple switch is gonna literally increase the quality of your life. So another thing that I really want to talk about is if you're in college, I know like what it's like I know the pressure that you are getting from like all of your friends and just the people around you. Like you're getting invited to parties and stuff, and like, you know, it's like the peer pressure, right? I mean, these are your prime years, and if that's what you want to do, like enjoy yourself, but like everything has a limit. I personally just like don't really want to do all the like going out, staying up all night stuff. I'd rather just like go to bed early, wake up in the morning, make my oatmeal, like all that stuff. So that's just like what I prefer personally. But if you still like doing all that stuff, like going out and everything, like you can do that, but everything like needs to be balanced. That's basically what I have to say about like the whole college scene, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, but I'm in college, like I have to enjoy my life, like this is my, like these are my last years, and then I'm like gonna be working forever. But I mean, this is your health. Like I feel like you should take it more seriously, and you should like be able to take care of your body. It's really gonna benefit you in the long run. So I think it's like really important that you don't neglect your health just for the sake of having fun. But I guess I think like fun for me is like not fun for everyone. Fun for me is waking up early, making oatmeal, going to the gym, like cooking a post-workout meal, whatever. Like that's my happiness. And like traveling, things like that, that's how I define happiness for me. For other people that might not be the case, but you should still be able to find the balance and just, you know, hopefully you get your like sweet spot of like, okay, I can work out like 4 times a week. Like you don't have to work out like 5 days a week, especially like if you have a job or whatever. Like you're like, you have to set like realistic goals for yourself. Like if you have a job, obviously you're not gonna like go to the gym like 5 days a week, so you can do 3 days a week. It's like whatever you can stick with and whatever you're gonna be consistent with is what you're gonna see your results in like the long run. Also, like I know a lot of girls do lower body a lot more than they do upper body, but when I actually started working out, I only did upper body. I don't know why. Like the fitness people I was following, they were all male, so like I was just following what they were doing, and they just like usually did like, you know, upper body or whatever. So I like did some legs, but I didn't start focusing on legs until like literally like a few months ago. And like this is the difference that I saw. Like I'll just put pictures right here. Like these are the like literally just like in a few months, like I saw a huge difference. But obviously when you start like working out like a new muscle group that you haven't worked out before, like you're gonna see like a big result until like you just start to plateau. I just don't know why I neglected lower body for the longest, but once I did it, like it was just like the best. Now I do Mondays, I do upper body, I do lower body on Mondays, Tuesdays upper, so it goes like upper lower, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so that's lower body. But on Mondays I do like a full lower body, on Wednesdays it's quad focused, and on Fridays it's hamstring focused, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays my Tuesday upper body, back and bi, and then on Thursdays I do chest, triceps, and shoulders. That's my current split. And also, like, you know how a lot of people say there's like this 30-minute anabolic window of like you have to get your protein like 30 minutes right after your workout? That is totally not true. What's most important is you hitting your protein goal for the day, like throughout the day. It doesn't matter if you ate it all in the morning or afternoon, whatever, it really doesn't matter. As long as you get whoa, sorry guys, I have been like talking for like the whole day, but anyways, as long as you get your whole like protein in for the day, that's fine. And like the amount of protein you should get per day is about a gram of protein per pound of body weight, meaning if you weigh 150 pounds, you should get at least 150 grams of protein. And I know a lot of people say it is 0.6 to 0.8. That's literally splitting hairs. Like, it doesn't matter. It's like just easy to say like 1 gram per pound of body weight, because if I tell somebody to eat that much, they're probably gonna miss it by a little bit anyways, so they will be around the 0.8 range. So that's why like I just tell people like a gram of protein per pound of body weight, and you getting like extra protein is like not really gonna be like bad. So as long as you're tracking your protein and your overall calories, you'll be fine. Unless you're like competing, like you don't really have to like track your like carbs and fat and everything. You can also intuitively eat if your main focus is just to be healthier. If you actually want to see result, like if you want to get to like a certain, like if you have a goal of like, oh, I want to get to like 10% body fat or like 15% body fat, like you're just gonna have to track your food, and that is not having an eating disorder or anything. That's just called discipline, and that's it. But like if you don't want to track your calories, don't tell people that, oh, tracking your calories is unhealthy. Like if you don't want to do it, don't do it, but don't give people like misinformation about it. Like tracking your calories or tracking what you eat is basically the same thing as like tracking your workout, like your progress. Like it's the same thing. It's just like measurements, like, you know what I mean? I personally think that in order to get to your goal, like you need to track your food. Like you can get to a certain body fat just intuitively eating, but if you want to get shredded to the point where like you want to get all your fat off your body, like you're gonna have to track, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to track your food. And that's why like it's not easy to get to a certain body fat percentage. It's difficult, and like what's hard is not like the working out or the eating part, but like the tracking and like staying consistent and like all that stuff. And like you're like trying not to be stressed out, trying to be calm, like getting your sleep in, like everything all together is what is hard. Okay, so I talked about lifting, protein, progressive overload, sleep. What did I not talk about? I don't think I talked about metabolism, like your metabolism. Okay, let's just talk about this real quick. I'm just gonna try to make it like super simple because I don't want this video to be super long. But basically you have your calorie deficit, calorie surplus, and your maintenance calories. So these three things, you have to know what these three things are. The first one, let's talk about maintenance first. So maintenance calories is the amount of calories you need per day to sustain your body fat, or like not body fat, sorry, your body weight. So if you ate your, like, so let's say your maintenance calories for most people is usually like 2,000. So let's say like if your maintenance calories are 2,000, if you ate 2,000 calories a day, you will not gain or lose fat. That's your maintenance calories. Okay, now let's talk about calorie deficit. Your calorie deficit is the amount of food that you have to eat in order to lose body fat, which is below your maintenance. So if your maintenance is 2,000, you just have to go below like around 200 to 500 calories below your maintenance. So you could be eating from 1,500 to 1,800 calories a day to lose fat, and that would be your calorie deficit. So your calorie surplus is the amount of food that you should be eating in order to gain weight. So you could be eating from 200 to 500 above your maintenance calories. So you can be eating from 2,200 to 2,500 calories a day, and then in the long run you're going to gain weight. So those are the three things. If you're losing, calorie deficit. If you're gaining, calorie surplus. So the thing about these two things, or these three things, is your metabolism is always adapting, right? So if you're eating 1,500 calories every single day, your body's like, oh, okay, this is how much food we have access to, so we're gonna have to try to function with this much calories because that's what we're getting every day, right? So you're gonna lose weight for the first, let's say 2 months or whatever, until your body adapts to those calories. So now that 1,500 calories is gonna be your new maintenance in the long run after like you lose weight. So that's why like you can't keep losing weight forever. Like you can't keep lowering your calories and losing weight forever. So that's basically the whole idea of, you know, adaptation and everything. So hopefully that was clear. How I like to do it is if I'm cutting, I will cut and then I will do like a mini bulk. Like I'll just put in like a bulk. And if I'm bulking, the same thing, I'll do like a mini cut because I don't want my metabolism to like adapt to like, you know, 1,500 because like I want to keep cutting, right? I want to keep losing. So that's why it's never a good idea to be in a cut or a bulk for like an extended period of time. Now, since we got those out of the way, should you bulk or should you cut? If you're a beginner, I would say always bulk, no matter like, even if you do have like an excess body fat, like, or like you can just maintain. I'm sure like if you're a beginner, like you're probably eating way too little calories anyways, so you can do body recomp, which is losing fat and gaining muscle at the same time, which is for beginners only. Like beginners usually experience this, but if you're advanced, you cannot lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. You just have to choose cutting or bulking. That's for a whole different video. Like I can talk about this for hours. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I am like very passionate about this. I love talking about fitness, so just DM me, comment, like just anything. I will answer all your questions. And with that being said, I think I talked about everything. So basically, weightlifting, ditch your cardio, guys, or like if you do have like a excess body fat that you really want to get rid of, you can like add 10 to 15 minutes of cardio. I promise extra cardio is not going to do anything for you. And should you do cardio before or after your workout? If that's a question, after your workout is the answer, but you can do a warm-up, obviously, like just walking or jogging for like 5 minutes before your workout. So basically, weightlifting, most important thing. Protein, 100% important. Your calories, maintenance, deficit, and surplus, we talked about that, and it's always a good idea to like stick around maintenance. Like don't go like extremely like all the way up when you're trying to do a surplus, like 3,000 calories. Like just stay around there. Like 200 to 500 is a good amount to go either above or below if you decide to cut or bulk. Okay, we talked about that. I talked about sleep is very important. Also get your water in, that is also important. I talked about distractions in college. Just say no, guys, if you really want to, or try to find a balance between health and like trying to enjoy your life. I talked about, what else did I talk about? I think that's all I talked about. But if you guys want more videos like this, just DM me or whatever and I will make videos. Thank you so much for watching this video. Share, like, comment, everything. Just do it. Thank you. I also just made a new fitness account, so don't forget to follow that account. It's down in the description below. So I'm also getting a ring light soon, so you don't have to deal with this bad lighting right now. I mean, it's not that bad, but like a ring light is going to be better for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And my birthday's also coming up. Super excited for that. I'm almost 21, guys. I'm finally going to be 21. Wow, that's so exciting. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I will be posting a lot of fitness content on my fitness Instagram, so make sure you follow that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely will be making another fitness video because there's like a lot more to talk about. Still, like, don't forget to give me ideas, DM, comment, everything's open. So yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.